Hey traders, this is John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just doing an update on Bitcoin and the crypto markets, and looking at what we're seeing at the moment. We can see that there's quite a bit of red around, and I want to go over why that's red. And one of the biggest things, so the few things that I'm looking for in trading is we want to see lows, highs, higher lows, like somewhere down around here, higher highs, higher lows again, higher highs. So this is the definition of a trend. And so we want to see a trending market before we even enter the market. We have to make sure that it's trending before we get, into the market. But once it's gone into the market, it's trending, and then it breaks up and then pulls back, we want to see. I'm just going to open this up so I can explain this little area down around here. I'm just picking this as an example. I didn't plan this or anything, so it could go wrong for me. But we can see this from all the way back here. There seems to be a level of support in this area. So here we've got, breakdown for a massive low, and then we had a really good run there and a bit of a pullback, and then we broke through, which is really good, and then we pulled back. So previous resistance, breakthrough becomes new support. This area here is the best and most reliable place to be looking for trades. Of course, this on the weekly chart, I'm always looking for trades back here, and I want to get in early. But the best and most safe and secure area to get in is these kind of areas around here, because you've got the support, from there. There's a lot of price action that happened here, and it broke through and pulled back. So what I'm looking for is entries in around here. And look at that, we've got a beautiful engulfing pattern right there. Beautiful engulfing, bouncing off support there after all this indecision. So, yep, it's good. I like that. So anyway, that's the sort of thing that I'm looking for. So I'll just get rid of that. That's 7 drawings. I don't know where the other drawings were, but we'll just have a look. And so here, I'll just give another example here. So if we're looking at this low here, and it didn't quite reach it. Well, actually, I don't know what price that went to there. Oh no, just to there. So we've got support there. It went up and broke through the support line, and then came up and retested that support line almost. But I mean, that's close enough for me. Then it's come back down to here, and then we've got some sort of support up there, and now we're like going back down to that same support area down there. So here we are around about that 19,000 mark, and this is the area that I'm looking at way back in this kind of area here. I'm just going to draw this out so we can kind of see what it is, and up to around about there. So something like that. If we look across here, going across there. So we've got resistance, breakthrough. Now we found support, and we're finding support again. But it's come down aggressively twice to this same area. Now let's just have a closer look at this area, because we know that when we close below the major moving averages, and this is the first time, now this is the second time with an engulfing closing below 2 moving averages, but we've got the only thing that's in our way now to hold us up is support. If that support breaks, man, it's not looking all that good for long positions, that's for sure, because the next area of support that I'm looking at is somewhere around about here. And it's not that I've decided, it's just that big money has decided that, like this is where they stopped. There's some sort of resistance there. I don't know why, but big money started selling off at that stage there. Then we break through there. So this is probably the next area of support that we'll be looking at. But in saying that too, that's one level of support that we can see. There's quite a few levels of support in this kind of area that I can see, going all the way across to there. So it's almost like a range that we're looking at from there. And there's, what's that? That's 12,000 to 13,800. So somewhere in between that kind of area is the sort of thing that I'll be looking for this. If it comes down to that area, that would be the area of target. So, okay, now that we can see that, let's go in and have a look at the daily chart and see what the daily chart looks like. So we've got our lines already drawn out. So we kind of got a pretty good idea of where we're at with support and resistance, from our previous chart history. And here we've got support. Beautiful big engulfing there. I didn't really like this, the wicks, and too wide and loose trading. I don't think, this could still have a chance to come up to here and just continue down with this sort of trading here. I want extra confirmation. So we came down here. Yep, we've got a hammer here, which is excellent. This here, that there could have been an entry just after that one there, with the stops below the low, and here's what happened. We've got a close above the 9, which is great. And then we've got this engulfing here. So this is the one that turned the tide for me. This was the one that got me excited. And I was looking at entries from here, and I didn't actually get in until we got the confirmation. Actually, I don't remember exactly where I got in. I might have got in around there somewhere, 1 or 2. But my main entries were as soon as it broke above this body red, at that price there. And then anyway, went up. And then I didn't like all this indecision here. Look at this. we've got a weak breakout for starters, and then straight away we've got a like shooting star harami, which is negatives, and saying selling, close below here. Now this was good, but the breakout, this here is, this is still a part of that first breakout. I'm waiting for, like a rollover maybe and a second breakout above, and hopefully it'll be something that looks like this, and then we'll be able to take it more seriously. But we've gone up here and we've got, selling pressure straight away, buying, sold off, buying, sold off, buying, sold off, same again. And one thing that I can see in this scenario as well here is I'll just draw these out so we can kind of see them. I'll just get that high there and see where that takes us. Yep, so, we're going to touch there, touch there, touch there, and touch there. And let's have a look at the bottoms here. I'll just see what we've got here, see if there's anything. Here we go. So we've got a touch down there, touch there, and touch here, and we're broken through. So we've got an uptrending channel here, and we're broken through convincingly with increased volume. We did actually come out of overbought in these kind of areas. Like, have a look at that, It's not really looking very good for long positions in that kind of scenario. Anyway, once it closed below, I'll just give you, there was 2 reasons why I was exiting the market here. Where was it? Oh, that was it there. And I remember I was out for dinner with a friend, and anyway, touch, and then breakthrough, and then this happened. And so I was pretty eager to get out of my trades at that stage there, because so much indecision here, breaking through 2 trend moving averages, especially the 9. The 9's my go-to, and then it tanked from there. And here it still looks like it's not over. Let's just draw a couple more lines here. So what I was saying before about previous support becomes new resistance, or previous resistance becomes new support, it works on both ways, whether it's going up or down. So here we've had a big plummet down to this trend line here. I'll just move that up just a fraction there because I can see that. And so support, and then come through, and then we've come up, tried for resistance, but this didn't even make it up to the support line. And I think that I can even move that up a little bit higher again. Actually, let's, I can see something else over here to the left. So this is more realistic. I'm not, I've got to draw it the way, big traders traded it. And we can see here that the big block buying started on this day here, and then we've got support there. So we've got support, breakthrough, and then we didn't even come up and hit resistance yet. We might still do that, come up and hit resistance, but then that'll be a close above the 9, bouncing off support again. And so this here to me is a very dangerous area to be, because it's it's just jargon. We've got support here and we've got resistance above there. We've broken an uptrending channel and we've closed below it. On the weekly it doesn't look very good. On the daily it doesn't look very good. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart, or do I need to go any further? The only thing that's holding us up here is support at the 19,000-20,000 mark. And here, if we have a look at these signs here, we've come up and we've hit the 50 and massive engulfing off the 50. Closing below 3 moving averages in one candle. That's not good, traders. This here does not look very good. Even though we're on support, that's about the only thing that's holding us up at this stage, is the support level here. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. And anyway, so I don't really want to go over heaps and heaps of charts, because it's all going to say the same thing. We're going to engulfing closing below. That's on their 4-hour chart. So but what I'll be looking for, in these kind of situations, I've been through. I actually, you can see here that I've backtested a lot. Like just in this on this crypto just here. So I'll just get rid of those drawings there, my backtesting. And so what I would like, like I like to do, and that it's very important if you want to be a successful trader. This is a must. It has to be done. And so just go on a replay, and I know we can kind of see what the result is there, and but if I go and hit replay, or maybe I can't do replay while I'm recording, I don't know. No, maybe I can't. Anyway, replay will bring a blue line back to here, so everything on the right will be blank, and then it'll give you a timer to start, and you just press it, show me one candle every 2 seconds or whatever, and then every 2 seconds a new candle will turn up. And so what I would do in this situation here is I'll wait for a high, and then I'll be drawing a line somewhere along a high, like that. If I can get this working eventually. Look at that. That line goes all the way across. And if I take it back to there, there's even another line there that I can, that is. So this was a very important level for people that were trading Avalanche. So we've got support there, breakthrough support, resistance, engulfing off resistance. And look at that. We've got rejection again at the 50 and resistance pretty much. Now breakthrough, and then, you know, this is pretty scrappy. And then we've gone up there, support, breakthrough, support, and, you know, can we come back up and have another go at that to, you know, before we come down? Don't know. But one thing, another thing, you know, like I'm always drawing trend lines and, you know, support and resistance lines, but the number one thing that we're looking for is lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then a pullback to support, somewhere a pullback in support. So if this actually came down to here and I was, you know, looking at the market at this stage here, like it broke through that support line, but where did it bounce? Let's just have a look. Let's have a closer look at this and see what's going on. So it's broken through here and it pulled back and touched perfectly at the 50. Perfect at the 50, even though it broke that support line at the 50, and then it's gone up. So, you know, I'm always looking for entries around this kind of area here, unless if it pulled back only to this line, I'll be looking for entries off that line there. Previous resistance becomes new support, and support can be the 50 moving average, the 200 moving average, a trend line, a support resistance line like this one here. I'm always looking for those kind of areas that show some sort of strength, support that, you know, the market won't break below that area. And as soon as it gives me buy signals on the shorter term time frames, like the 4-hour time frame, and then I have a look at that, and if I get confirmation on that time frame, I'll then go to the 1-hour time frame, and I've still got all these lines drawn in from the previous charts, and then I go from there, and, you know, I find my entry from there. So anyway, that's all in the training, and you know, if you've done my training, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, traders, it's, you know, it's just not looking 100% at this stage here. You know, this is the 1-hour chart, and let's have a look at the 1-hour chart with Bitcoin. You know, the good thing about it is this market still trades. Like, you know, I've been looking at the Forex market, and, you know, it's 24/6 on the Forex market, whereas the crypto market's 24/7. So, you know, it's good. And now have a look at this. You know, I can almost see that there's some sort of a line, you know, some sort of resistance line here. You know, you know, it's gone up, broke through only just once, and then failed dismally. But look at all these wicks just above here. For some reason, at this price here, 20 and a half, it found it difficult to break through that on the 1-hour time frame, and then it came through. But even on the 1-hour time frame, if you're going to trade the 1-hour time frame, look for high, low, you know, or actually go to the daily chart, wait for a break above the 50 and a pullback to the 50, and then look at, you know, on the shorter term time frames, like the 1-hour, lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, pull back to support, looking for engulfing, buy, and away you go. Anyway, that's the sort of thing that I'm after all the time. All right, traders, if you have any questions about your charting, or, you know, your charts or whatever, please let me know, because I'm always keen to talk about charts. See, this is showing weakness here. That support, breakthrough, resistance. It didn't even make it, you know, up to resistance area. You know, so that's showing weakness again. You know, at least they could have pushed it up to this area here, which, you know, would have made it a neat trade. You know, looking for reversals. You know, and look at this. This is perfect. We've got the 50 down there. So the sort of area that I'll be looking for is this kind of area here. You know, that's, you know, of course it didn't happen. We can see that quite clearly. But if we're breaking down here and we're pulling back, I'll be going, okay, well, whereabouts are we going to pull back to? Straight away, we've got resistance here. We've got the 50 coming down. This is a perfect area. We've got resistance and the 50. So anywhere in this, you know, kind of circle here, if we were to reach, you know, in there, like, I think this is a little bit too far away. I wouldn't have got that, because, you know, I'd still be expecting a little bit more of a pop and get a better price for my short trade. But anyway, it didn't happen. I wasn't looking at this one anyway. Oh, sorry, Bitcoin. Yes, I definitely was looking at Bitcoin. But, you know, I'm not really interested in trading, you know, this at the moment. Like, you know, we all know what Bitcoin looks like, and it doesn't look very good. You know, we've got down, you know, let's just have a look here for a sec. We've got highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then here we kind of, from around about here, I can't remember exactly where it was, but I ended up trading this up to here, and it was around about here as well. I was looking for short positions. Like, let's just have a look at that. And so here's another example of that, what I was just talking about, where it actually broke through. I was on a different time frame, but it broke through just to reach the 50. It broke through the support. Now, this is the same again. Here we go. We've got support up, and then we've got, you know, it didn't even reach the 50. That's showing extreme weakness, and that's the reason why we kept on coming down. So, you know, up to here, and then we, you know, came down, support, breakthrough support, didn't find resistance, too weak, and it just kept on going down. And then all of a sudden it came back up to where? Exactly the same where support was. It found resistance there. Pull back. It's kind of trading in between a range here. This is pretty ugly trading, this here. And up and down, and then up to here, and it broke through this support resistance line. But where's it going next? Up to the 200. And I remember I was looking at short positions right in here. which was really good. And anyway, it came down to there, and then we start this again: high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, all that, and then we just keep on going. And so that support and resistance area and support, and we didn't even, we almost come and touched it. And so down here in this area here, I was looking at, okay, well, we've made a high, we've made a higher low, we've made a higher high. All of a sudden, as soon as this made a higher high at this stage here, I'm looking at it thinking to myself, this is looking pretty good. If this does the right thing and breaks through the 50, like confidently, we could actually get some good gains. And where will we expect it to go to? And so I was kind of expecting possibly up to the main support. Like, it could have just come and touched this one here and look for reversals at that area there. Or it could have come to here, like for, a more solid area of support where it's touched twice. And it could still do that, who knows, but I was expecting that this would come up somewhere around about, here to the 200, or even if the 200 came down to here, and then it met the 200 and this previous support line at that same area, same time before it, continued its downtrend or changed the trend, who knows. Anyway, traders, it just, it's got an uptrend line, it's broken through it, and we're showing negative on the weekly, daily, 4-hour and 1-hour charts. And the only thing that's holding us up is the support line here. Okay, traders, I hope this has helped. If you have any questions about your charts, please let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about charts as much as I can, just because I like it. All right, I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, see you.